Perfect. Good morning, everybody. Just going to be doing a quick animation. Perfect. I'll be working with some animation here. Going through last time with a character. You know, I did some character animation. I'm just kind of going through my process, working on a scene right now. Hope everyone is doing pretty well today. I'll probably bring it into Unreal. We'll see. If you have any questions, any comments, concerns, feel free to let me know. I'll see what I can do. No. Let's see. Weird. What is that? Oh. Let's see. Go through here. This is one of the avatars. I might as well actually bring up the project file here. Who knows? I'll just probably bring it into Unreal. Or for now, I just want to get the performance. I hope everyone is. I'm just wondering how everyone is this morning. Interesting. Just grab my cup of coffee. Be working for maybe about an hour or so before I log off. Sorry. So right now I'm just kind of bringing the kick, kind of pulling up the Unreal Engine. I'm going to work on my Iceland set here. Is it compared to Unreal Engine? It depends on your lighting. Like, if I think that's the main thing. Like iClone, it's not so much like it depends on your lighting. Like obviously, personally, I like lighting on Unreal Engine better than iClone. I don't know. I just think that not only that, but you also have the real-time ray tracing in Unreal Engine. I mean, if you don't have an RTX card, there really isn't much of a difference between iClone and Unreal Engine. And not only that, but it depends on how you set your lights up and everything else. It's just they're really. It depends on what you want to do, honestly. I think iClone's pretty convenient. It's a great convenient animation. It's great for explainers. The reason why I went to Unreal isn't really so much rendering or anything like that. It's more for set design because there's a lot more available I can work with. Like I can build sets better. I have Brushify. I have Ultra Dynamic Sky, which iClone doesn't really have or anything like that. Not only that, but there's also, like, they just included tools like bloom and volumetric fog and everything, which Unreal has for a long time. But if you want to get to RTX, there's refraction, there's, obviously the shadows are better and everything, but it just depends if you have an RTX card or not. But if you do, I say it's worth looking into. Not only that, but there's other options as well, like, Blender has made significant strides in terms of like the cycles rendering. You can do pretty well, and not that, but there's limitless opportunities with that. There's a lot. Here's huge development. It's not so much rendering I would worry about. It just depends on like what you want to do. Is there a big render difference? Yeah, I think. I mean, it depends, but there's no program that'll let you do it. It's like it depends on how you set everything up. I think that's the most important thing, because there's always this argument between iClone, Omniverse, and Unreal or Blender. But I think, I mean, iClone is, just a great animation program. Is it good for rendering? It depends. I've seen some really good lighting artists pull off amazing things. Well, I'll be honest, I think it kind of holds your hand. Really, there's just a default set value and everything. It's hard for me to say it, sorry, but I just think that they're really it depends on how well you do and how well you set your lights up and everything. Hopefully that helps. I wouldn't worry exactly too much like this program is better. It just depends on like what you want to do for your production or what fits for you. In terms of rendering, yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done with the Unreal Engine. You gotta know how lighting set out, how lumen works out. There's plenty of tutorials and everything, but it's not so much plug and play as compared to iClone. I don't know. Sorry if I'm rambling, but hopefully I hope so. I hope this helps answer your question. Yeah, I think if with RTX you can do pretty well, but there's just a lot of work involved. And personally, I like lighting in Unreal compared to iClone because it's quite a lot of learning. Like this is, well, this isn't so much. This isn't really RTX. I can actually show you what you can do with it, but let's just put a post-process volume into it. I'm working with 4 right now. So let me just quickly go through this. Sorry if I think I'm rambling onto it, but yeah, you can tell, like this is the real-time ray tracing. So if I turn that off here, see how the glass kind of looks a lot better. Yeah. Which I'm probably gonna have to do, but you got to be really careful about your about it. Apparently, it doesn't work well with eyes. So what I'm going to do is just set up my post-process volume for here. Like if I need to do a close-up, but that's just me. It just, there's a lot of factors besides just rendering engine. I think that, it's always that argument I've seen people make where, oh, this and this and this and this and this. There's always that argument, but I think the most important thing is, no matter what engine or anything like that, it depends on how well you light it, I think, and how well you set your scene up. If you can't, if they're, it's like one program doesn't mean it's better than the other just because it is, there's just a lot of factors, I guess. Sorry if I'm rambling on to it. I'm just thinking here. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I see that argument a lot, and sometimes I just gotta bring up. It is the rendering, yeah, but there's just a lot of work with it, and it's a different system. And I think I completely bumbled on it. Got a lot of assets when I transferred in. You can see the seams. I see them in CC4 when I use the transformer. Yeah. Yeah, you get seams, but you have to edit your material shaders. There is seams, and when you bring over a CC character, if you usually, especially in the head, because people there's a bug. I've kind of brought it up a couple times where 1, 2, 3. Okay, so she's probably gonna stand maybe 3 meters and look down. So maybe for example, if you use there's something called inner lid roughness scale in your head shaders. If you don't do it right, it's going to what it's going to do is it's going to create like the head's going to kind of shine like a plastic doll effect, and if you don't set your specular, there's going to be seams. There's a lot of material editing. I think Reallusion kind of got it wrong when it's not so much, but I think they advertised like bringing in Live Link and Unreal and everything like plug and play, which is a different system from, and that's the mindset I think I should tell people before they get to Unreal. It's a different system than iClone. It's not so much plug and play. There's a lot of adjustments you have to make. So let's see how far are they. 150. 120. Okay. So she's standing there. Oh, alright. You know, I just think I don't know. I think that there's like a really. It's just that, you know, when you bring it in, there's a lot of adjustments you need to make. And I don't do much with Daz anymore. I completely abandon it. I could see why people use Daz characters. I don't know. Maybe I think you would probably have to reapply the skin textures or something. I don't know. I think I would check the specular and the roughness a bit. You could probably prevent seams. That's my experience, I guess, with more CC characters. Oh, wait. It's a male. There's a completely different system when it comes to working with Unreal. It's not so much drag and drop. I think there's a lot you need to do. You need to know how shaders work. You need to yeah, that's what the most important thing is, like shaders. If you know how to handle your shaders and know how to render, you know, you have to make a lot of adjustments. That's become my experience. So, let's bring in the character here. Maybe she should just like rotate. Just let's see. So, pull up Sam's lines here. And let's say this. So right now, actually, I probably would bring in a character into the Unreal Engine. Okay. And I think I already have this line set up.
Tommy, I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Perfect. Oh, no, let's try that. Maybe I'm just completely rambling. Oh shoot, I'm not supposed to do that.
Tommy.
Yeah, probably not giving the best answer, but
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
okay.
Tommy.
Let's give the character some life. So, let's get my iPhone out. Okay. Let's look through. Let's see what could be good. Let's try this out. See how this works. No.
Hated me.
No, I think her stance. Her stance was to be not like that. I wouldn't look for like hands reading here. What I might do is not even that. Let's try here. Let's try it.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy.
Ooh, no. Don't do that, don't do that. So, just want to give the character a little bit of life. I think...
Hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
And I wouldn't even, like, swing the gun around. So what I'm probably going to have to do is I'm probably going to go to motion modifier. Let's just turn down the exaggeration.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy.
There's less of a sway I want.
I'm hurt that you would...
So what I probably would do is I'll probably keep this to 100. And I'm probably going to break this motion here. I'm working on Egyptian story and the clothing is more abundant. Yeah. Oh, yeah, skin weights. Yeah. That'd be something. I'm not really good at when it comes to transferring. I've done it a couple times, but most of it's limited success. That one, I just don't really use Daz characters, to be honest with you. I know there's like an abundance. Then anybody, I'm not really the best person to describe costumes with, to be honest. I have brought in stuff before, but I just don't. Oh.
Tommy. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Me too. So let's just break this animation. I'll probably swing here.
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
I'm going to merge the clips together. There you go. And just delete them.
I'm hurt.
Let's do transition. Do easy. What?
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Yeah. And I think that's, like, with metahumans, I think it's fairly limited on the clothing. Unless you can bring it into, like, Marvelous Designer. I don't have any skill with that.
That you would have underestimated me. That you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated. I'm hurt. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
We're going to just merge it. Hey there, how's it going?
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have... I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Oops.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is let's make another one. I'm going to go in its basic animation. Let's actually get this started. So it's time for making some adjustments.
Tommy.
So let's actually do something with the motion layer.
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. You would underestimate.
Character editor.
I I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. That you would have underestimated me. Tommy. 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 I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Okay, so next is going to be the iPhone. Be tough.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Let's try again.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
I think that works pretty well. Yeah, when it comes to face mocap, you know, a good performance. That's why I kind of go through the lines multiple times. just kind of get a feel. And it's really important to get, you know, the face performance right. So I'll have to make some adjustments.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Okay. Where's the... Oh, crap.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Underestimated me. Underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
This works pretty well. How do you go about your voiceover for your characters? You know, like casting or like going through the animation files or the animation files. Like I know almost every single motion I can't play her off of.
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
And kind of think of life. Like what? This is how I kind of animate. Like I pretend like it's a performance here.
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Casting wise, like I go through recording and bringing them in. Yeah, like I hire an actor, I hire people and get the WAV files, and I kind of like I go through the whole Aculips thing.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
which means lately don't take offense.
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Did I bring her in? Into the program? No, I did not. I don't think I did. Nope. Okay. I guess I didn't. Okay.
Tommy. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Yeah, what I do is hire and bring characters in, or bring the voice in, and
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
let's see. Yeah, or per project. It can go either way, but usually I do per line. And it's often negotiable. It depends. This project was, I think, $250 per line. US. Or, no, there's a set. No, sorry, I paid by minimum. Oh. Eventually, like, I've been meaning to talk to, like, a guy who runs a casting agency to, to get, to negotiate. So I've been trying to get that started. Unfortunately, I've just been so behind. I have a major project to work on.
Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
So eventually, I'll have to get that started and get like a to kind of collaborate on a casting agency. I've just been so busy. I apologize. Let's pull up my notes here. Oh. Okay, so tilt up. Close up, go and tilt up. So. So, let's see, let's bring in a character. So I'm going to be bringing in the character next. A couple of things you need to know. You can actually, this is 4.27. 5 is a little different, so it's easier to ref pose, import targets, default sample rate, and going to import all. Looks like everything is good. Alright.
Have any trouble? Team. Was that pistol for me? So you...
I do use Unreal 5. This project I've been working on since I've been working on this project for quite a while now, and I used 4.27. So my current projects are currently 5, except for this one, since I've been using 4 for a long time. I started in 4, so I just kind of going back. I do use 5. It's just for this project. It's 4 because everything's all kind of set up, and I don't want to at one point I considered doing 5, but I think I would have to I didn't want to start over from scratch.
You certainly have. So you certainly... You know the... So you certainly have. You know the punishment for failure. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. That you would have underestimated me. That you would have underestimated me.
Usually this process is a lot faster. But since I'm streaming, it's going to be a lot slower. Eventually, like I have another project I'm working on after this one. Well, this one's kind of like it's kind of piecing together. I'm still casting, so I don't know when the release date for this thing will be. I'm hoping by the end of November. It's kind of a challenge. It's a little dare, I guess. If I lose it, well, I'll have to find out what the what will happen if I lose. Project's been in the making for a long time. Hey. It's taken way too longer than expected. Should actually look up like
Underestimated me.
Probably gonna have to turn down the hair, I guess. Like yeah, there's a couple of projects that right now I do have some paid work that I'm working on in UE5. It's pretty vital. I kind of pretty much made the switch, but for this one, it's the only project that's in 4.
Hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
Alright, so let's see. I think, like how she talks, like, you know the price for failure. So we have, it's more of kind of a still motion. Come on. This is normally not that slow. It's just, it's just bringing the character in though. I think it's just streaming. That's what's causing the issue. So I don't remember this slow. Hey, what's going on? her, it's kind of a very easygoing talk, not too much. Let's see how this. I think this was the one I was looking for. No, not really. I think just a normal idle. Okay. First thing needs to be done is obviously the hair is a mess, but that's just because. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not gonna be dealing with that today. Paint value 0. Could transfer. I think I already have her character, but and she's all ready to go. Very simple. Let's just save all. Let's see, animator. With flying in place animation. If you did a walk a character walk from in place. Ooh, that's a good one. I think in place animation, that's a really good one. That's a good question. Ooh. Let's say if I have to for 8, if I have a character that has an in-place animation, yeah, just kind of eyeball it. If the character's feet slide, I usually just film above the waistline. When in doubt, just cheat. Yeah, there is. It's called motion control. Actually, let's actually find an in-place animation. I'll find one soon. Just going to quickly light her. Did I have a light source? I did. What I could do is make a very small yellow light source here. Ooh. Yeah, I'll actually walk through it here soon. Let's see. Yeah, think about the lighting soon. Let's actually get a character in. I'll just kind of walk through it here. I do have an in-place motion here for you. I just need to think of the lighting. And it'll come up. I mean, this the project I'm working on, it's probably not going to have the best lighting or anything like that. I don't think it's my best. So let's pull up the in-place motion from mocap online. Oh, I think I know how later. Let's go with mocap online. And let's just find mobility in place. Now they do have mocap online does have a. They do have root motion. So let's just repeat this motion. That. Yeah, somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's that. That's the. I mean, if you have like it's some kind of weird bug here. I think they're fixing it right now. I have to check in with what's his name, John Connor, I believe. Yeah. So you want to set to linear and. Go to the next keyframe. And yeah, it's kind of like an eyeball approach here. Just want at least. Okay, that's somewhat better. But let's say, let's go to motion correction. And there's hand, foot. So if they're crawling, quick turn, fast standing, normal standing. Yeah, I just want to correct that. And let's see what that does. Yeah. You'll have to make some adjustments, but that's what it kind of does. But the problem is it doesn't really slide as much. It takes some practice, but most of the time I might just kind of wing it and, you know, just set the transition, and when in doubt, just cheat. That's like when I had a character walking upstairs. I always had I hated characters always walked upstairs or something, and I just realized I don't need this. Or if it got too hard, I always filmed above the waistline. So it kind of shows you quickly. Sometimes it works. It usually works, especially if characters are moving around or if there's something sliding. With foot slides, it's just I haven't really played around with walking animations since I since I use RUT animations here. Something like mocap online works pretty well, but most of the time I just kind of cheat. Like if I kind of find the right setting here, and if it works, and if it doesn't look like they're sliding, or like they're on like a skating rink or whatever. And if I see a little foot slide but not too much or something, I just kind of set my camera and go right here, and nobody knows. And sometimes I'll have like animation imperfections, and I just hide it with my camera. I just cheat. I think that's pretty much the majority of my iClone work is just cheating. Well, you know, I call it cheating or being clever with the camera or hiding things. You know, like especially with like characters walking. So let's just go to back to mocap online. But yeah, anything you can just apply motion correction, and these things are like reach targets, so your foot's going to move around, and yeah. No, it's my foot fell asleep. Oh, let's see. If anyone hasn't looked in, thanks. Sadly, the cheat. Oh yeah, when you're building a game, yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's. I know some Unreal developers were struggling with iClone from like a game aspect, I guess. Yeah, that I heard they're working on a solution for it, and hopefully it gets fixed. Or hopefully they fix it. Yeah, I can't really help with the game aspect. I'm more of a cinematics person. That's where I can. That's where I can actually like play around and move characters around and get away with it and cheat and do all that. Yeah, not games is a different story. We'll see what happens with their patching. Apparently from some Unreal developers, they were struggling. I haven't bought it. I looked into game design in Unreal. I thought about doing like you know, see how bad it could be. How do I light her? That's the question. How do I light this character? I think I'm going to start from the light source here. And make it a yellow. I'll turn down my barn door so it'd be focused just right on her. What I'm going to do. Even then, I'm going to oof, sorry. What I could do is have one key light here. I'll probably have a set of blue lights. Yeah, let's see. What I'm probably going to do is try here. Let's adjust the highs. Turn down the attenuation radius to 500, 200, 50. Yeah. Let's make a new sequence. I did actually let's see. I had a way of doing this. Like, someone did ask me about Unreal animations and bringing them into iClone and animate them for cinematic stuff. And the characters aren't moving around. That's where motion correction, the motion correction will go through. So let's say if we change this here and then we do a blend. Motion director control will help, but a little bit. But what you probably, oh wait, and also there's something called sample motion to hip, XYZ. It always goes down to the root for some reason. You used to have to put like a plane down, and you would have to, because for some stupid reason, when characters get out of bed, they switch differently. They align it to like a root instead of like the hips or something, and that's why the animation gets a little wonky. I don't know why it went through their mind. They had to fix it. It's a little screwball. I just learned not to, it's like just fixing everything and going through our little mistakes. Sometimes, like, it's kind of a pain. Let's see. Let's put her in. Why is she bright? Oh my goodness. Oh, bad. You piece of shit. Did I put this to movable? No, I didn't, you dummy. So, yeah, let's look at my notes. So she has the gun. I love that highlight right there. That's going to be the one. So let's transform. What I could do is like completely out of focus it. And then the camera pans up. To reveal. And you know it's triple. No, I think... Oh, that's not good. I don't think that's a good angle. That's not a good angle. Come on, bud. Yeah, you can see where the root is screwed up here on this character. Good. Man, I don't... This didn't work. This did not work. There's something with the angles here. Why? Why is my angle so bad? What is with my angles? Do I have something? I need to go back to the drawing table for this one. Actually, you know what? I got a really good idea. Put this in the movable. I'm going to save everything because I'm going to be really effing pissed. So let's... I should go down here. Draw. Here. I'm going to change my lens to an 85 millimeter right through here. And I want it to be I want that P99. I want you to see the logo right there. That's it. I know exactly how to approach this. So let's do one angle here. You know, when you see P99 and Walther, you know. You know. I think that's going to be a really... I know exactly how to approach this. So zoom in. You know exactly what it is. So, and then so go through here. Before I begin, I want to save everything. Save it again. Save it before I do this, because it could crash on me. These things like to crash because it's a motherfucker, especially when I'm streaming. P99 ECU. Save. Oh no, this project actually I've been working on 4.27 for a while. Everything else is in 5. This one project's in 4. I don't really want to transfer it because it's been the same. I mean, like I've been working, like I have a couple of projects in UE5. Oh, I should not be opening that. Don't open as many tabs as you can. I want to avoid doing that. No, I'm working in... I have a couple projects in UE5. This one is the only one that's in 4. That rebuild lighting, though. Yeah. Yeah, I know. If I put this in... I just don't... Like, I'm kind of really far into this project enough that I'm afraid if I transfer it, it's going to screw everything up, and I don't want to start over again on it. Why is it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I forgot. Wait! I turned off the soft cloth so I can get away with it. I know the lighting. I know. Just too far into this project to not give up. But you know what? I want the anti-aliasing in this one. I want everybody to see that P99. I know. Like, I want everyone to know. Like, and the thing is, I'm really kind of in this shot, like in this scene, I'm kind of pulling the rug out from everybody. Like, this is like once you see the scene, like how it's played out, I just kind of completely this one's going to be pulling the rug out of people. Like, this is like a gotcha moment. So I think this shot would work pretty well. So let's see. I'm going to have to replan this whole shot, though. How am I going to approach it? I think I know the lighting. What? No sound? Oh, there's no sound with it. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. No. Yeah, so. I think I know exactly how to approach this scene. Okay, we're about 3 seconds of framing. I'm going to do 96 and call it good. Oh, here's one of my experiments. Oh, sure, let's go see it while this thing's rendering. I think I should be okay with it. Oh, I should actually, I should share my console command settings on this one. Yeah, that's one thing with the movie render queue. There's a list of console commands that can make your renders really look really amazing, especially like depth of field and everything. I should actually share those. So I'm thinking, let's run through here. So I think I want to see how my lighting is set up here. So let's try experimenting with side here. Right here. Okay, now we're gonna go through here and boom, 120. Good. Okay, this is my console variables. Our motion blur quality. You can take a screenshot of it, or I could actually. You know what? I'll probably just going to. I'll probably just put make a text file or something and just upload it for anyone to try out. This here will actually help your. This helps with rendering. Our screen percentage will pretty much increase. What it'll do is it'll render like 150%, then downsize it, so you get a better quality. But keep in mind, this could potentially, like if you're rendering like in 4K. Like if you're rendering 4K, it'll just jump up and it could lead to a lot of problems. But yeah, I'll definitely upload it and put it somewhere. I could probably, what I could do is I'll probably put in my community post chat after this. I actually do have a text file as well. Like this is pretty much what I have. Don't know if I. Max bounces. And our screen percentage will be Yeah, I'll put that in my community post soon. Let's see. Let's turn down the anti-aliasing to 1 here. You don't want it to be like this. You don't want it to be like 5 if you have soft cloth, because your hair is going to go completely crazy. You don't want it to do that, and it's going to cause more problems. Let's see. Let's look up the camera shake here. And I want to see what my camera does. Let's see. Let's do it with 1. Compile and save. And let's put in camera shake here. So what like this is just a blueprint class that I have. And it actually helps a bit. I think in this scene this is going to be very appropriate for her. Usually camera, like I like doing camera shake for like chaotic scenes. Like when something's completely off the rails here. And I think this would be appropriate for a scene like this. It's a blueprint, very easy to make. I can kind of walk people through how to make one of these. Ooh. I think I have something here. I love that 80... Ah, shit, I forgot iClone. I forgot Unreal does this shit. And does this hide my mistake? Or hide a glitch? Could do is let's try rotation. Just yeah, that blend map error and not so much with the blend map. Not really. Not too much, actually. Shit. Import FBX and has this. Oh, no, I have not done that. Thank you. Let's see. What I need to do. What I'm probably going to do is, like, I want this really tight close-up here. I haven't had that issue yet with the blend map face. I have not had that yet. I don't know. Up. I'm probably gonna cut when she does that animation. Gonna cheat a little more. I don't know exactly. Right there. And then I'm going to like change here. So when she kind of leans forward. Just that, I think that lighting just works for her, I think. And I think I'm going to... I know exactly how to approach this. So let's get her character. And... this would be execution time. So I want to highlight just this terror in his face. And that P99 right there. That's gonna be front and center. It's time to go. You're done. You're done. I think that's the way to go. So I'm gonna highlight him being scared shitless. Cut when she says like he's gonna have that look like I fucked up. It's time. So I'm gonna have that moment here. So it's called Tommy, I'm hurt. And actually, before I do, you want to save everything. Alright, so he's gonna have, and I'm probably gonna bring this into, well, that's just, did I do something stupid? Let's go through after this is rendered. Ah, damn. Ah, damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Okay. Let's add a small fill light right there. Just highlighting the blue. Gonna change it to move one, and then we're going to do a very dark blue. I want to see what that looks like on camera. Very, very. And I want the attenuation bone radius to be 150, 100. try that again. So next shot, I want him I want a reaction. He's done. He knows he's done. The shit has hit the fan. It's execution time. Okay. See what it looks like here. So he. Ooh, hang on. Let's see what this looks like. A shot like this is going to be camera shake. Right there, that look of fear, right? You know, he's gonna have that shot. He's gonna have that line right there. Right there, that's gonna be his angle. So we'll put this at maybe like 85. So let's put this in like a sequencer and try it out. So let's try that. I want that in here. I want him to be scared. And let's put the camera shake in. Just like that there and see how that does. This is fun. right there, you know, just and then, but that's not the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake is just that facial expression. That's everybody needs to know, like, just that look of fear. Just that moment of just fear. That's what it's gonna look for. That's what I'm looking for here. This is how to I think like just that moment. Let's see. I want an oh shit moment. You know, just that look at terror here. And actually, while iClone's loading, let me show you how to make a camera shake blueprint. It's very easy to do. So you just go to blueprint into class, and then you look up camera shake base. And you click on that, and then just exit out of it, and there you go. And it's pretty easy. So you do a parallel noise, and then you can make your adjustments here, and make sure your timing is set at 0. Otherwise, it's pretty much shows you how many seconds. So 1 second, 2, 5, 10. But 0 is infinity. You can do as long as you want if you set it at 0. Pretty simple. That came from William Falker's channel. That's a little suggestion, and he has a great video on that. So anyway, back to. Alright, so let's go in and bring in our character who's going to be scared the shit out of. It's execution time. Where's my character? There's my character. Did I actually have lines for this? Because I think I did. I'll probably post them later. Let's see what you got. Alright, don't overreact. Don't overreact. Okay, come on. Some characters, you know, they overreact, you know, they go crazy. It's just absolutely insane. You know, he's about to get executed, and he's just kind of flailing around, you know? Absolutely unbelievable. So, let's play with some body language. Have punched over. I don't know if I'm going to do the arms, but I do like just how his hands are set up here. There we go. Oh, nope. I'm going to break that. I think we're good on this one. And now it's time for my facial acting. Time for some facial acting. Oh boy. Oh, damn it, it crashed. It's time to do some acting. 3, 2. Fifteen. I want to emulate like he's screwed up. It's time. Like he's scared. So I'm going to try just to emulate that right there just a little bit. And then blink, 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 blink. Right there. What should we do with the blinking here? Yeah, that's the look of someone's hair. Just, yep. It works. By doing this, you know, just having cut to a scared and she's doing her monologue, she's someone you shouldn't be screwing with or messing around with, and it just kind of gets the audience going in an emotional state. So I'm going to put this as a Motion Plus file. Just that subtle change in facial expressions. That's what you're looking for. Just that moment right there. That really sells it. can imagine just like this really tense music. The lighting, how it's going to play here, and what's the next line.
So you certainly have.
Let's see.
Team.
So you certainly have. Let's pull up the script. Let's see. I don't know. I think this could be like I'm kind of going really like it's kind of weird for me to render one shot at a time. Or I know for some it's kind of weird. I like to do it because I like to have full control. I know what I'm looking for. It's hard to me explain. I like having everything in nice one shots. So when I edit everything, I kind of know how to play around with it. That's what I'm kind of looking for. Like when I make my edits, I can I don't know. Maybe like 6 months down the line, I have a different edit or something. I work. I'm a strange person. I'm not consistent on this one. Ooh. Is really. I think, yeah. Alright, you done? You're done. Okay. Put animations in. Hey, what's going on? Just kind of doing a little stream here. Rendering stuff, breaking things, causing trouble.
Move quick.
Do I have, like, my lines? Yeah, you get to hear me. I want to see if I have my lines. Yes, I do.
You've never been.
This is me just doing a very bad accent.
You got here.
Okay. Right now I'm just rendering something 4.27. Kind of going through, like, this is probably like a very messy production, I guess. That's the best way I can describe it. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm actually rendering a series of shots. Normally it runs faster if I don't stream, but whatever. Things happen. Probably be upgrading my computer. What's taking that long? No, I mean it takes time. Plus, I'm also streaming. Usually it runs okay, I guess. I'm just laughing at my bad accent. Let's see. Did I put grain on this thing? Must have. I had Fuji 2035 here. Can't wait to see when it's done. Yeah, I mean, it's a long project. This thing's been going on for God knows how long. Story of it was this project was handed me way back in the day. And I tried this in iClone 5, iClone 6, and 7. And I just couldn't get it down because of the rendering, you know? Like, I think it's just the set design that just drove me up the wall. And finally, I started, this is kind of the reason why I went to Unreal, is just because, oh my God, you're not even in, I forgot to put my settings in. Oh, that's why it's taking so long. Oh, no. It's not the computer's fault. It's just me being a dimwit. Oh, jeez. Usually that calls for a break, but what can you do? I was like, why is it taking so... Oh, I forgot to put the settings on. No, but this, like, the reason why is, like, I'm kind of used to, I'm, like, this, it's just the set design. Like, I can build a set. I can show you what I've been working on after I get this scene done. I know exactly what I'm going for, so I'm going to render this. It's just, it took me, like, almost forever to, like, try to build a set in iClone, but I could do it in, like a few days. Like, what used to take me, like, 2.5 weeks to do in iClone took me about a day and a half. And there's just so much possibility. There's a lot of just ultra dynamic skies. I have Brushify, and I'm building, like, really exotic sets. I'm building a hotel set in the Bahamas, which I'll bring it up here very shortly. I got it populated, which actually I need to get something for iClone, so I just saw this and I'm thinking just picking this up just for this production. I think that's the reason, that's really the main reason why it went to Unreal. It's not so much the rendering or anything, because it depends on how you light it, but it's just the set design and how much tools and how much you get to work with. That's what draws me in more than anything. You have Quixel Megascans. If you work with Unreal 5, you have Megascans directly built into the engine, so you can just take any surface and put it in. And you have Megascans 5. Sorry, you have for bridge you just put it in and that's it, and it's not that bad. It's much easier, honestly. With iClone, there really isn't much, and what's even more baffling is like they have what's a good example? Like HDR and PBR files that they sell for Substance. Okay, you take care now. And it's like they sell it, like they sell Substance 200 for what, $99, which you can get for, well, if you have a Substance subscription, you can get free for free. Otherwise, you can actually, what you can do is you can go to HDRA Haven, or you can go to, there's a bunch of, like, a few sites for open source PBR files. Same thing with HDR. It's very limited in what you can do initially. With Unreal, it's not that kind of issue. It's much easier to work with. So the character is now imported. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to load up his bone map. That's Gibson, sorry. Yeah. And I'm just going to save it. And what I'm going to do is retarget Mackelson, Iceland. There we go. Yeah, I misspelled scare wrong. Whatever. That's really what draws me into Unreal, is just how much tools and how much you have available with you. It's not like iClone can be very limited, and like I would have to build something in Blender. You have to have like modeling skills to really get what you want, and it's kind of tough to do. With Unreal, I was like, meh, I don't care, and then I just kind of built a set. Or if I actually, like, there's some times where I have to build a set, but it's a lot easier to work with. And you just don't get that with iClone. It's just, I think there's a lot of limits. Yeah, this thing, you know what? For the sake of my sanity and possibly Lotus's, I'm gonna find out where. There's that little fucker. There. For my sanity and possibly Lotus's, I'm just going to find that light and turn it into movable, so I can get rid of that that rebuild light thing. That was driving me nuts. Nicholson's scared. Okay. Where's my scared little guy? Come on, scared little guy. There. Sorry, that was driving me nuts. Just seeing that red flashing light. This one, there's a way to fix it. Maybe I should fix it. It's going to drive me nuts too. Okay. What the oh, you little fucker. You little fucker. You little fucker, that's... Well, it's somewhat making me feel better, but it's still that red flashing thing always kind of brings up like anxiety, even though I shouldn't really pay attention to it. It still annoys me. Just for the sake. Damn it. It's done. Oop. He is done. Just, this works. This is gonna be fun. Just that right there. Just right there. It actually could be my camera. Maybe it's too bright. Let me go find out. Probably gonna have to refilm her scene too. Where's my goddamn camera? Damn it, camera. You stupid thing. There you are. Stupid camera. Forgive me, I'm being stupid again. Forgive me, I'm being really stupid. What's her animation? I think that tells a better story. Just gotta, let's try rendering this and shit. I'm being I'm just annoying the heck out of everybody. Try again, realize maybe my camera settings were a little too high. I am so sorry to anybody who's just annoyed the hell out of me for doing this. I am so sorry. Who has to put up with this? Let's set her aperture to... I am so sorry. This is just gonna drive everybody nuts. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I guess I should do that P99 shot too. So much to do. This is what happens when you don't prepare, folks. Or have, like, just change everything. Shame. Shame on me. Shame on me for doing this. Should wear, like, the cone of shame or something. Shame on me. Ah, there it is. I think the light's a lot more dramatic. I didn't crank it up this time. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see here. I do want to have one more shot of the gun. We do. So let's bring that gun down. Still want that right there. Oh no. To showcase Walther. And one more shot. Okay, so one more. And that would be Mackelson. The fuck? Oh, too much detail. Oh, god dang it, Ben. Sorry about that. Let's see. Get all things done here. Next time I'll have to make more preparations. There we go. I think this is, I'm happy with this one. Hey there. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Just kind of rendering, kind of going through a production here. Oh, so this one. Just get this over with. Yep, just kind of working on something Unreal. Probably change the name of it. I'm going to need a role filled eventually. Actually, I should actually talk to a couple of people today. See if I can get some things done. Yeah. Okay, we're done. Let's see what it looks like now. Thanks. It's actually this would be the final scene in my production, not the final rendered shot. Like this would be my final like scene in the movie. It kind of revealed the spoiler. Whoops. This looks good. Let's see. Let's go through Sam's lines here. And then I'll show you the set, what I was talking about earlier about set design in Unreal.
Tommy. Ugh. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. You would have underestimated me. Tommy. Tommy. Ugh. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. You would have underestimated me. That you would have under...
And then you would probably cut here.
I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. You would have underestimated me. I'm hurt. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy, I'm hurt you would have underestimated me. Underestimated me. I'm hurt. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me. Tommy. I'm hurt that you would have underestimated me.
I think that could work. Okay. Alright, so last thing I'm going to do before calling it a day on the stream would be kind of going through some of the set design. Yep, you can see Unreal is pretty good with set design. I like working with it. I am... well, you might as well save it. Making sure it works. A lot easier to build a set, I think. So let's just get that out of the way. Probably work on this. What aspect ratio? 2.4. I'm rendering at 1920 by 800. So it's 2.4. My sensor width is a little wide. I would do like 24 and 10 if I were you. 24 millimeter by 10. Not only that, but there's also a tool for Unreal, which I'll bring it up eventually. I don't have it installed for this project. Everything else I do have installed. It's an anamorphic lens effect, which I'll bring it up in Unreal soon. How far am I into? Oh no, it's got to load up everything. So yeah, let me go and bring this up here. So, yeah, this is one of the sets here. Much easier to work with for lighting. Alright, let me go and bring up one of the anamorphic lens effect here. Not a time to do that. Okay, so it's going to be loading it here. Don't worry about that. That's just that's a little bug. So there's some characters here. Car effect. He gets out of the car, which So let's go to UE5. And let's just drop in a set. I don't know. I think this might crash my computer. We'll see. This is the one I need to get. So while it's loading, yeah. Probably not wise to load up 2 Unreal projects at the same time, but while streaming, probably not the smartest idea. There we go. So this is the Anamorphic lens DOF. It's a blueprint. So I was just going to prepare the shader. Set it at 24 and 10. Yeah, don't do what I just did. Don't load up 2 projects at once. You're just asking for trouble. And stream at the same time. Still gotta add a lot more detail to the set. But this also, I've been working with Runtime visual texturing. So you kind of see it with some of the props here. In fact, let me just go out and stop highlighting it. And I'll show you. Well, the shaders run and my product trick doesn't crash. So Runtime visual textures, you kind of see how it blend. This is a prop here, and you notice it blending with the ground texture. This is a result of Runtime visual texturing, and I've been kind of playing around and experimenting with it with various trees and props here, just to add a little sense of realism. And the process is a giant pain in the ass, and frankly I don't recommend it. I recommend just getting the blueprint and getting a landscape blueprint and just applying like some nodes, because if you try to do it yourself, and I'll just kind of run through, I'll show you what it is with this prop. You see here how it just kind of, it's a green prop here, but if I slide it down just slightly, you see it blend with the environment. You see it blend with this environment, with this ground. That's Runtime virtual texturing, and I'll have to find what the blueprint is and give you guys a link to it. It's very useful. It's kind of intensive on sometimes, but I've been doing it with this set here, and probably future sets you'll see Runtime visual texturing a lot. It just makes landscape work a lot more easier, much more realistic, as you can tell. This isn't too bad. I just got to add some finer details. So I'm just waiting for the shaders. But yeah, it's a really, I mean, you could do it in 4 as well, but I was doing it, I was working on with Runtime visual texturing for a major project I'm kind of working on, and I was looking for something for a client to make it much more realistic, a better landscape thing. So I was experimenting with Runtime, virtual texturing on like how to make things blend. The process is kind of like I said, the process is not friendly at all, and it's one of those things. If you spend $20 on some kind of blueprint, it will save you the trouble. I personally just think it can be kind of intense, I guess, and I don't like. I tried it a couple times, and I just don't like dealing with it very much. So I just made my own. I stopped making my own and just went for a blueprint. Someone's already made it, so when in doubt, somebody's already made one. Oh my goodness. I think I have RVT on some of these props, I think. Not all of them. I don't know how much I have on RVT. It can be kind of intensive, so I'm a little wary. I don't like to add it very much. So let's actually go to the prop that has RVT. So down here under Moss Clump, and that's it, RVT blending, because kind of gives you right here, so I can actually set it. So let's actually just do a quick example. Kind of see how much it just blends with the ground like this. You see it here. I mean, it's a really cool thing once you get working. It really makes realistic landscape scenes. Total pain in the ass. There's my set. So this set normally would have taken me weeks to do in iClone. It took me. I remember I built something that took me 2 weeks to do because I was rendering everything. I was actually sorry. It was very intensive for starters. The water thing I had to find out how to do, and that was kind of a pain in itself. Finding props, and then it took me like weeks, and it wasn't even really good, to be honest with you. I was never happy with it. With this one, I'm a lot more happier. Like, it took me just a few days to play around with. And I'm gonna have actor core characters, and I'm gonna flood the scene with activity. But it makes things so much easier to work with, and this is why I kind of worked with Unreal. And once the shaders are done compiling, it looks really good. I think you'll see. I'm gonna add more decal. I'm gonna have characters kind of running around. You see the ocean actually showing up, and you see that ocean. This is why I got into Unreal. This is pretty much a set that would take me weeks, and just absolute frustration is done. Like, I could just flood the scene. I could put a ton of foliage in, and I can render. I just need to get somebody to voice this guy here. So I'm gonna have characters kind of sit around, have drinks. I already have one character here. She's sitting around here. And there was a scene where I was running, like, as a test render. This guy here. This Josh Brolin looking guy. Here, I'll give you a great example. I was having a tough time modeling a building like this. I found this in the marketplace for $2. A little building piece set for $2. And when I saw them, I just picked it up, no question asked. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh my god, there it is. And I grabbed it right away. Now, this pool set I built and I textured it in Substance. It's a little walk-in pool, so you see the little platform. This water texture, and I had a few people asking me about water. Unreal has great water textures. Not only that, but like there's some that gives you like this underwater effect. And look at this sky. Like once everything's done compiling, you'll see it. This is why I just went into Unreal and haven't really looked back. Maybe I'll do iClone for like explainers and shorts and anything. Like I'm working on a little thing for iClone 8, but for the most part, I think a lot of my set design and all of that stuff, like any major productions, will be done in Unreal. This is like you can see. Like I'm gonna have a lot more detail. Obviously, the little glass here. Like I built this little set, and I'm gonna have characters kind of sit around, have drinks and everything. Just kind of like populate the scene enough to give life, you know. And this is like this actually, I think I remember this was based off a bar in the Bahamas. I saw a picture of, and I thought, oh great, I can try remaking this. Like they had like a little walk-in bar, and you could sit by the edge, and it's right next to the ocean. And this, where did I go? This came from a free pack right here. So this was from Turbo Squid, I think. And this one was from a pull pack, a really cheap one. But sorry. So but yeah, I mean, look at that. Come on. This is why. This is really why I get into Unreal. This is the question like I get asked about, like why, like what do you prefer and why and all that, and this is really why. Like can you do this in iClone 8? That's the question. Can you do this in iClone 8? I mean, you can get really nice renders, but that's really not my concern. I can light pretty well on either end, but I just want good set design. I want to make it like this is a major production I've been working on for God knows how long, and it has some really freaking advanced set design. And can you do this in iClone? That's the question. I don't think I can. I don't think I could do this in iClone at all. So is my anamorphic lens thing working? This one will be for Peaches. I'll show you the anamorphic lens camera. Let's pilot that. Okay. So it's obviously going to take some time to warm up the frames. So there you go. I'm trying to find a really good particle effect or something, just to show you. So let's put this at like 50. And let's set the distance to oops. This is kind of an extreme example. Sorry. There's gonna be lots of bugs here. It's compiling everything. Kind of trippy. Kind of see that oval right there. That's what I meant. That's the anamorphic lens effect. Works pretty well for widescreen. So if you want to replicate that. Ah, it's a foliage thing, that's why. That's why. So, really good blueprint set. Fairly easy. Just drag and drop and then adjust your settings. It's like any other camera. So I'll probably put her like this. So I have a character just like that there. Frame within a frame. So that'll be for a later production. Okay. And I think this one should be ready. Yep. It's kind of tough to have her like handle this beer bottle. I think in the end I hit it. Anyways. Okay. I think that might do it for today. Gonna be kind of going on a little errand here and kind of work on this production offline and kind of do a couple scenes here. So have I used it? I've used it once. I mean, to be honest, it's pretty decent. I'm not really an expert on Omniverse, honestly. But I've seen really good results from it. It's a pretty viable option. Apparently it's much easier to work with. I'm just used to Unreal because of the set design and everything. Actually, I want to see if there's an effect. There's no post-process effect. So, yeah, no problem at all. I'm just going to, I'm just gonna do a couple errands, and I'll be back later on. Where I'll probably animate something. So, thank you everybody for watching. This was fun. I'll probably do this much later, hopefully. So.